Hey folks, Dr. Benner here. I'm here with my good friend David again. What we did is about a week and a half ago, we made a video. And when you came in today, as we always talk, because we're friends, I enjoy, him just as a man, a human being. But on the other hand, you shared with me a few things that are going on with your journey, not only with you, but how this is expanding beyond you. And so what I wanted to do is just take a moment, suggested we make this video, and you share what's going on with your life and your journey.
I appreciate it, Dr. Benner. So I guess a couple months ago, I started coming into the office to take a more holistic approach to how I was going to eat, how I was going to take care of myself. And one of the suggestions you had given me was to use an InstaPot. And like I had spoken in the last video, I was a little, apprehensive about it, kind of like a pressure cooker, it's going to blow up, whatever. But I tell you, Dr. Benner, that thing has been the greatest thing. Not only am I eating healthier, but it's easier to cook in it, it's easier to get more wholesome meals out of it, and I started noticing more family involvement, which is what we all want. Family is so important, and it just seems like we don't eat together anymore. We're in front of a TV or a computer or a video game, and you just don't have that family time. And even as I now have adult children, it's important for me to try to spend that time with them when I can and have a meaningful time together, because life is just so short. But anyway, so I noticed that as I was doing this, I started asking for help, as far as prep and things like that. Well, now it's kind of going a step above. Last night, I really didn't feel like cooking dinner, being a little lazy. And my wife said, okay, well, me and my son Jacob, we're going to make dinner together. I was like, wonderful. So they made some ribs, and I had to kind of step back a little bit because I was like, I don't think they're following the recipe, but you know what? It came out wonderful. And the cool thing about it is they did it together, and I didn't have to cook. So,
and you enjoyed the meal.
And I enjoyed the meal. And the most thing I enjoyed about it was the fact of their sense of accomplishment, that they took something that they were not familiar with and just kind of ventured out and had a good time with it. The other thing I've noticed too, Dr. Benner, is that my daughter, unfortunately, is lactose intolerant.
Yeah, which
and
is
like
common.
It's just common, and we know that as much as we all enjoy dairy, which I love cheese, it's just not really good for us. So I've noticed as I've been cooking more dishes that require dairy, I've substituted with like coconut milk, coconut cream, and it's just so much healthier, where now my daughter can enjoy some of the same dishes, whereas before I would almost either have to make 2 dishes for her, or she couldn't eat it all.
Yeah.
The other thing that's been really neat is the fact that it's made us now go into other directions, like looking for different sources of food. I love Asian food, even though I'm Italian. I'm not a big Italian food guy. Sorry, all my Italian brothers. But I think it's because I have sometimes an intolerance for nightshades like tomatoes and stuff like that. It doesn't always agree with me. But now as we're going into like some of the Asian markets and getting new ideas, that it's just expanded us not only culturally and giving us a new insight into other things, but it also is giving us now more opportunities to make new dishes that are exciting and not just the same old boring things.
That's, what you said, it's not the same old boring things. As I tell my patients whenever we start this journey, getting healthy should not be boring, should not be a drudgery. It should be exciting, but it is the journey and how you stake out that path. And that's what you're doing right now. This has not been boring for you.
Not at all.
You're getting healthier, you're engaging your family, which is just, that's a rarity nowadays. I mean, families are breaking apart right now. You're utilizing, in the old days, you used to utilize food as kind of the glue of the family, right? And you're utilizing that as well, but also what I hear from you is that you're expanding your horizons. It's becoming exciting because now it's Oriental food, and then maybe what you're going to be doing is maybe Middle Eastern food or Indian food or something of that sort.
Which we have been. A lot of Indian food. I made I think I pronounced it right, tandoori chicken.
Oh wow.
It was amazing. It came out good, and I'm not a really great cook, Dr. Ben. I'm not. I don't have any kind of training. I mean, most of my dishes were very, very basic, but it's been exciting because all I do is just kind of follow the recipe. If we mess it up, oh well.
Boom, press the button, and it hasn't blown up yet.
Right? It hasn't blown up yet,
so,
by the grace of God. No, it hasn't.
What I will tell you is, if you don't mind, I'd like to follow you on your journey. You're going to have your own YouTube channel now.
Yes, sir. I've actually
What's
started.
What's the name of that?
Living Life After 60 with Dave and Grace.
I love it, man. And so I would have you guys subscribe to that. But you and I are going to continue to do these videos because I'd love to be able to show people when you do it right, not only the results from health that you get, but how you actually enhance not only your who you are in your experience, but your family, and then go from there. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
All right, God
Thank you,
bless.
guys.